The following podcast is non-profit and is based on the IGCSE history curriculum. Hi all, here's another episode recorded on Friday the 27th of March 2020. I will split the topic into two parts, the first half being all of the successes and the second half being the continuing problems and overview of whether Germany recovered from World War II during the Weimar period. In this episode, I'll be going over the recovery and prosperity of the Weimar Republic during the Golden Age. This includes solving hyperinflation, foreign policy successes, and cultural achievements. Gustav Stresemann, who became foreign minister in 1924, was a key person which assisted in improving life in Germany. Firstly, he negotiated the Locarno Treaty with France and Belgium, and they agreed on new borders. Secondly, he negotiated the Dawes Plan, where the US provided loans to Germany which they could use to pay reparations and invest in their economy. Stresemann was very significant to solving hyperinflation in Germany. Firstly, he introduced a new currency called the Rentenmark, which helped to knock off the noughts in the value of German money. Furthermore, he was able to reduce government spending by letting unnecessary workers go and reducing the pay of government workers who were kept to work. The foreign policies of the Weimar Republic were also a great success, the main successes being the Locarno Treaty. One success of the Locarno Treaty was border agreements. The terms of the treaty guaranteed that each country would be satisfied as it was fair to each country. The treaty was an agreement of the borders and restrictions. It accepted French borders and France agreed to be in a state of peace with Germany. It was such a success that Germany was able to become a permanent member of the Council in September of 1926. They also agreed that if any of the main countries attacked each other, any other country would have to assist the country that was being attacked. There were also many cultural achievements which took place during the Weimar period. Firstly, people became much more liberal in their views towards sex and homosexuality, although nationalists didn't like these changes and wanted to go back to traditional values. Secondly, Germans had much more freedom to express themselves in art and performances, as there was much less censorship in the new Weimar Republic. One form of culture that emerged was cabaret. During the Golden Age, it was widely enjoyed and was based on political humour. Other types of visual arts also became more popular. Paintings now included more details, and people were often seen nude in pictures. Furthermore, there was an increase in American culture, making jazz very popular. Weimar Germany also became well known in science and philosophy. Notable figures for science include Albert Einstein and Max Planck, who worked in Germany in the 1920s, while a very influential philosopher in the 20th century, Martin Heidegger, worked in Berlin and published a book out of the now third largest city in the world. That is it for this episode. In the next one, I will be discussing the continuing problems during the Weimar period and giving an overview of whether Germany recovered from World War II during the Weimar period. If you would like to read some more revision material, you can use the link in the description of this podcast and browse my website for some notes on topics ranging from the Weimar Republic to Nazi Germany. Later on, I will also be adding some notes on the Cold War and even later on events in the Gulf. Please also consider rating this podcast or submitting comments and suggestions in the Google form linked in the description. Thank you all for listening. Stay healthy. This is the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.